What is up, YouTube? This is DBZ439 coming at you with a very spicy deck profile. Today it's going to be Hero OTK. Basically, it's incorporating the new support we just got from Dark Neostorm. And the thing is, like, I don't call it like Elemental Hero or Destiny Hero deck. It actually incorporates like both engines pretty well, and the idea of it is to go second. Like you go blind second, try to go for the OTK, and so like I call it Hero OTK, but I could also call it My Hero Academia, just because it represents like Dual Academia from GX series, and it has a lot of nostalgia. It has gotten a lot of support, over these last few sets, but it's nowhere close to meta. This is for the most part just a fun deck, but I just want to show you like all the spicy engines and how it just works together. So without any further ado, let's get on to the deck profile. So first off, you run the one Neos, and the one Rainbow Dragon. So basically in this deck, I'm running Rainbow Neos, so you got to run one of each. I don't run Grand Merge. I don't, there's a lot of variations to the deck, but Rainbow Neos is one of your win conditions, so you have to run one of each. You don't want to, open more of that. And you have to run Rainbow Dark Dragon just because it's an allure target. And then onto the Elemental Heroes. We have Triple Solid Man, probably the best normal summon in the deck just because it helps you go into your link plays, and it like triggers effects of like Drill Dark, Shadow Mist, or even Stratos. So definitely a must-have at 3 in my opinion. And then I only run the 2 of Vions. I could run 3. I could run 3, but instead of the third Vion, I'm running a Blazeman, which is right here. The thing about the one thing that Blazeman, like Vion in general, is way better than Blazeman, but the one thing about Blazeman is an elemental hero, so it's searchable off of E-Call, which is really important. So I decided to cut, one of the third one of this for the Blazeman. And these are allure targets. That's not a allure target, so that's also another reason. But Vion is actually another really good card to summon off of Solid Soldier as well as Blazeman. Then only 2 Shadow Mists. There's sometimes where I wish I had more, just because mid to late. You're probably gonna lose the duel if you go mid to late game. You try to win as fast as you can, but sometimes I find myself e-calling into this just so I can resolve allure. But yeah, two is just enough. The one ofs for the E heroes is the one Honest Neos and the one Stratos. Obviously, this is one the Searcher. You can also spam this using Solid Man's effect, Solid Soldier's effect, whatever you want to call it, to special summon this to recur advantage. And you just need one of this. Sometimes I find myself I wish I had more, but one is just enough. Again, you want to minimize on all the bricks, and just so you can OTK ASAP. Onto the D heroes. Triple Drill Dark. This is the best D hero in my opinion. It's level 4, unbricks hands. It's just running more copies of essentially Solid Soldier, and unbricks your hand and goes into your link plays. So again, it's a D hero, so it's good for allure and D draw. Obviously 2 Mally. Would run 3 if it wasn't semi-limited. Another really good. This is actually better than Drill Dark, but you can only run 2 of. Extends plays. The one of Celestial, I mean, he's okay. You don't really resolve his effect because again you're just trying to go for the OTK. But just one of him, and then one of the Diamond Dude, and one of Draw Hand. This wraps up our monster count. It's 20 monsters. Draw Hand is new support. It's just really good to send off of Destiny Fusion, and because it revives itself, and you both draw a card. Unfortunately, it lets your opponent draw, which fixes their hand, which is okay. And then one Diamond Dude, again, just a different name because you run dominance, and you just want another like level 4 different name that you can like rank 4 into if you need to. So that's it for the monsters. 20 monsters, and obviously it's like almost half D hero and E hero. Onto the spells, which is 20 spells. Triple Poly. You want to see this card. It's searchable. Helps you go into Trinity, which is pretty much your win condition, and you can recycle it off of Wonder Driver. Triple of the E-Call. Road of the deck. You can search any of your E heroes. You can even search like Honest News if you need to. It's not just like level 4 or lower. Not hard ones per turn. If you have multiple copies, you use them. Triple D draw. Obviously, you run the D hero engine. So the whole purpose of the D hero engine is like it's fusion fodder and it's draw fodder, and that's why I like it. So you run the triple D draw along with the triple allure, which again works well with Vision Hero and the D heroes. Um, the next of, I run only 2 mass change. Again, this deck is not a control base. This is actually just an extender for OTK if you need to like change your Trinity into one of the E heroes to attack directly. You do that. And then here's where the spice happens: the triple Neos fusion. So this card is also another win condition. Like I'd say Trinity is the main win condition of the deck, but this is like Plan B, where like you try to bait everything, and then if you activate this like after all the baits, then you have like OTK because Rainbow Neos shuffles everything on field, and if you have like another fusion monster on field like Adoration, you just attack directly for game. And the last of one ofs, obviously the one Rhoda, the one Hero Lives to fish out your Stratos usually, and then the one Destiny Fusion. Destiny Fusion I only run one of because this and Neos Fusion contradict. Because Neos Fusion locks you out of special summoning period, and this locks you into only Dark Heroes. So like Neos Fusion gets you into like Brave Neos and Rainbow Neos, and they're both light, so you're locked out. So only run one of this and 3 of the Neos Fusion because this is better. Because Rainbow Neos is better than Dominance, but yeah, this is again new support that just came out. It's really busted. Also, this forces you to pop Dominance, which triggers Dominance effect to special 3 from Grave, which is insane for the like link plays. Okay, quickly onto the side deck. This is a makeshift. Again, this is a going second deck, so you want to run uh, double Prankotrops, double Ash for again going second to slow your opponent down, double Ghost Ogre, and then I don't main this, but I could if I had space. The triple Cobble of the Grave, going second. Your opponent's gonna hand trap you a lot, so this is if your opponent is maining like a lot of hand traps. Again, for going second, triple evenly matched to break big boards. Again, this you have to do it in your battle phase, which is kind of unfortunate. But if it breaks their board, it breaks their board. And then obviously the triple red reboot for to OTK through back row. Okay, that's it for the main and side. Let's get on to the extra. So for the Link monsters, the one extra here, Dread Decimator, it's just, good for pumping up your monsters. Wonder Driver, I usually use this to go into this, because this is 2 or more heroes and you just link ladder. Okay, now this is new support. This card is actually really good because it's generic. It's 2 warrior monsters. These 2 are 2 hero monsters, so like, you have to be careful. And then this lets you. This is kind of like Isolde for heroes, which is kind of insane. And then again, this locks you into hero monsters, which is fine. But you can like retain advantage and then like keep going for your plays and go for the OTK. Um, Another thing about this card is it can revive any D hero in Grave. So like mid to late game, if your Dominance is in there, or even if your Dystopia is in there, you can revive it with this, and yeah, and it doesn't negate the effects, which is really neat. Last of the Link Monster one is old. This card is good because I don't run any equip spells, which I hate, and a lot of control based hero decks run those, but I don't. To search the warrior is important because you can use it to pitch off the draw cards like D-Draw or Allure, or just use it as fusion material. So that's it for the Link monsters. For the rank 4s, 1 Baguska, 1 Extant, and 1 Dweller. These 2 are pretty much if your opponent forces you to go first, you have to go into either one of these. And then this is for like breaking boards, like going second. That's it for the rank 4s. Onto the fusions, which is the most of the extra deck. 1 Rainbow Neos because one of the win cons of the deck. 1 Brave Neos for if you for example you banish your Rainbow Dark Dragon off of Allure, then you at least have another target for Neos Fusion. Your other win condition is Vision Hero Trinity. Trinity gets big by to 5k, can attack 3 times, can't attack directly, and then you also pump for with Honest Neos. And then the other Vision here, these 2 are really generic. This is 3 heroes, this is 2 heroes. I really like this card. Usually this and Rainbow Neos and Isolde are on board for like Plan B OTK. Then you just send the Isolde to Grave, shuffle everything on field. Then you pump this with Honest Neos. For the D Hero fusions, the one Dominance and the one Dystopia, this is new support, as you guys know from Dark Neostorm. It does a lot of stuff. It stacks, destroys the monster by battle, draw a card, and when it pops, you special summon 3, which extends plays. Dystopia is if I don't have enough D heroes in deck to resolve D fusion, you have Dystopia, which actually burns for game and can pop cards on field. And then for your match change targets, you run the one Dark Law and the one Anki. Again, this is just usually for extending plays to go for game, and it's not a control based deck, so I don't need to run more of these. Alright guys, that's it for the deck profile. Please let me know what you guys think about it. I really had a lot of fun trying to build this deck from scratch because I've never seen a deck like this, like especially on YouTube or anywhere else. So please let me know if you guys tried the deck, and if you have any opinions or thoughts, please leave them down in the comment section below, and have a really nice day.